Good evening, and welcome to the graduation of the class of 2001. First, I would like to thank all of the parents and friends who have been so supportive. We could not have done it without you, so thank you. Next, I would like to congratulate the class of 2001. As I look back over my years at James Bowie High School, I can see that we have arrived at the fruits of our hard labor. The countless hours of studying, homework, and the various projects that we have worked on have all led us to this point. This is the time to celebrate. This is our moment. Let's delight in our success and accomplishments, and once again, I would like to thank everyone and welcome you.
We are the class of 2001. The true class of the millennium, #1 in the eyes of all. Before tonight, we were viewed as children, but now we are products of society entering the real world with determination to change our surroundings and make the most of our lives. Do you remember life as a freshman? Bumming rides off mom and dad to get from place to place, talking all night long on the phone, filling the school at lunchtime trying to claim your spot to eat, and watching Dawson's Creek because it was a big thing then. And then our sophomore year came. We were the first underclass to win the holiday decorations, the big dogs that were going places and destined for great things. Everyone knew our class by then. We were the ones with the money and the great involvement. Around our junior year, everyone was wishing they were us, or at least a part of our class. We won the Pep Rally Spirit Contest with our shakers and signs. We raised ample money at car washes and with carnation and t-shirt sales. But we didn't forget the community that shaped us. We were big on drives. We gave countless hours and donations to canned food drives, love drives, blood drives. Everything we could think of, we did. And now our senior year has been a year above all years. We made some best friends, lost some great ones too, set goals, and made life-altering decisions about our future. We're going to be doctors, lawyers, or internet gurus. We had a nearly $50,000 prom with money still wisely saved to donate to the freshmen next year, the upcoming seniors, and to the overall school for a senior gift. We creamed the juniors in Powder Puff, even though we agreed to call it a tie. We've accomplished great things, but not without the help of the amazing James Bowie faculty. So we've proven that we not only work well for ourselves, we also work well with and for others. You all, the class of 2001, have shaped me and become a giant piece of the puzzle that is me. Therefore, I will never forget you, but instead remember you in the colors of blue, orange, and white. I will remember you in a seedling growing to full potential or a bird soaring to great heights. I will remember you in a jigsaw where all of the pieces are different, but each works with one another to create something greater than himself. I will remember you in everything that is good. And finally, I would like to leave you with a powerful saying from the movie Dinosaur. None of us really know what changes, big or small, lie ahead. One thing is certain, our journey here is not over. We can only hope that in some small way, our time here will be remembered.
Three weeks ago, I was asked to make a speech. But as much as I like to talk, I'll make this short and sweet. For the past 4 years, we have grown not only individually, but spiritually, physically, and mentally. Our experiences at James Bowie High School would not have been possible if it were not for the hard work and support of the people behind the scenes. Therefore, it is my pleasure to introduce the AISD Board of Education. Please hold your applause until the last board member is introduced. If you would please stand when I call your name. AISD School Board President, Michael Glaspie. Our Superintendent, Dr. Mac Burns. Mr. Eric Ramsey. Mr. Jim Ash. Mr. John McKinnons. Mr. Mike Patterson. Dr. Phil McCoskey. And Ms. Sherry Wade. If you would please join me in a round of applause. Thank you.
Distinguished faculty, honored guests, and fellow graduates of the class of 2001, it is my honor and great pleasure to introduce this year's faculty speaker. I find myself very lucky to have received the chance to benefit from just one of this man's 18 years of teaching. I can still smell the mothballs that permeated the air coming from his classroom in those disgusting bug collections. I can still see all too vividly the many dissections that were performed for science. And I can still feel the anxiety while we all waited outside of the door to take that dreaded lab practical. I also remember every 6 weeks he would call us up one by one to his mountain of a desk to give us our grades. I always dreaded that moment, but every time, without fail, he would tell me that I was doing a great job and to keep up the good work. He was always there when you needed him, whether it was begging him for extra credit or pleading with him to drop that last pop quiz. He was there when I needed to cry about a bad grade or when I wanted to smile about a good one. Biology was definitely not my favorite subject, but he made it all worthwhile. He made me realize that teaching is not just a career, it is a gift. And that is why it gives me great pleasure to introduce not only a spectacular teacher, but also a wonderful friend. This year's James Bowie High School faculty speaker, Mr. Stephen Hoffner.
Wow, look at you guys. You're here, you made it. 4 years, you're on. Thank you, Brittany. And thank you for giving me the honor to speak with you tonight. You guys have reached a benchmark in your life. You're here. You spent 4 years to get to this particular point. No one can take this away from you. It is yours. You've worked 12 long years from the time you got into public education until now. And based on your accomplishments, this ceremony has become your rite of passage. You have worked 3 to 4 years here at Bowie. Some of you have enjoyed the program so much that you signed on to the Bowie 5-year plan. Congratulations. Okay? Nonetheless, you are here. And with that, your family, the Bowie faculty, your community, we all congratulate you. Many of you have asked me, what am I going to talk about tonight? Most of you have said, keep it short. So as a result, I take a look across the audience and I notice, wow, a classroom of almost 5,000. I'll keep it under 90 minutes, okay? And most of you who believe a teacher's motto is to always give an assignment, and that assignment itself is not too large, and the grade cannot be too small. Some of you have experienced that as well in these past 4 years. But what I do for you today is this. I bring you seeds. These particular seeds that are right here, those of you who are close enough, will be able to identify them as sunflower seeds. Nothing different. And for those of you who say those are just sunflower seeds, congratulations. There's a reason why you're here tonight. Okay? Others of you will take a look at this sack of seeds and you'll say, this is a good snack for a ball game. Yet most of you will take a look at these seeds and say, if I plant this one seed and I care for it properly, there's potential. And that's what I want to address tonight, is the potential that is there. What do I need to do when I plant that seed? Do I have to consider the soil that it's in? Do I need to consider how much sun exposure it's going to have when it grows? Do I need to consider how deep to plant it? Because if I plant it too deep, that seed will never see the light of day. But if I plant that seed too shallow, then the roots themselves will never reach their full potential. That plant will grow and topple over and then thus die. How much water do I need? How long will it take for the plant to actually reach its full potential and I can cultivate it? Those are all good questions, but I'm not here to talk about botany. I wanted to come here tonight to talk to you about where you're going. And like those particular seeds that we looked at just a minute ago, each seed represents knowledge that you've acquired from the day you were born. You've been amassing this collection for 18 odd years. You've picked up these seeds from mom and dad. They've handed to you their best. Your teachers that have been in the classrooms have provided you different seeds, and you've acquired them, and you've stuffed them in your satchel as well. Your community, your friends, your coworkers, your employers have provided you seeds, and now you've got them. And now it's time to do something with those seeds. So what are you going to do? Some of you, I know that as soon as you get off this stage and you walk out that door and you pick up your Build diploma, are going to go on down the highway and you're going to take those seeds and you're going to toss them out that car window. I'm finished with high school. And those seeds are going to land on the highway. And any moisture that happens to be out there will allow those seeds to germinate. But they will soon die because there's no moisture there and there's no nutrients there to allow them to continue to grow. Others of you will take those very same seeds and you'll throw them in the back seat. Now, if the back seat of your car looks anything like your lockers or your lab books, they'll sprout. They'll grow. Okay, but they won't grow too much because there's not enough there to allow it to grow to its full potential. Yet others of you, the majority of you, understand that once you leave here tonight, that you're going to go ahead and plant that seed into the landscape of society. You're going to allow it to grow. and you're going to cultivate it, and you're going to harvest it, and you're going to reap your rewards. But there's a larger majority of you that are not going to be able to plant those seeds yet. You've decided right now that you need to go on, that you have found a particular seed that you want to gather more. So those individuals are going to be the ones who are going off to our armed forces. Those are going to be the ones going off to trade schools. Those are going to be the ones going off to junior colleges. Those are going to be the ones going off to the four-year institutions so that you can specialize in the cultivating of those seeds. And when you get finished with that time, it'll be your turn to plant into the landscape of society so that you can go ahead and cultivate and distribute. You see, these seeds that we talk about are not for you to hoard. These seeds are there for you to share. All this information is not for you to just to lock up and to hold tight, just to hang on to. But you need to hang on to it to distribute to the people that come up behind you. Not too long from now, you're going to be the ones on this stage that's going to be speaking. You're going to be the doctors, you're going to be the lawyers, you're going to be the social workers, you're going to be the engineers, you're going to be the internet gurus. You're going to be the ones that we all look up to give us guidance, to lead us out from wherever it is that we're at. It's up to you now to share that knowledge. So that day draws close. So the question is for you tonight is, what are you going to do with those seeds? Are you going to toss them out that window as you go down 360 back home? Are you going to take those seeds and you're going to throw them in the back seat? Or are you going to go out there and you're going to plant them into the landscape of society, as we mentioned a while ago, and allow them to grow, and to show everybody just who Bowie High School really is? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you luck in accordance with the amount of time you've spent in preparation and the collection of these seeds, but most of all, have fun. Rock on, Alt 1.
This evening, I have the honor of introducing a young woman who possesses a high degree of self-discipline, dedication, and ambition. Jennifer Lindley has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her high school career and has also scored a 1530 on her SAT. Her score ranked in the top scores of all the nation, earning her the title of National Merit Scholar, and also earning her a full scholarship to the University of Oklahoma. Over the past 4 years, she has played clarinet and band, was color guard captain, participated in academic decathlon, and was also the treasurer of the National Honor Society. Her rigorous academic schedule and strong extracurricular participation has set her apart from every other student at Bowie. Volunteers, please join me in welcoming the class of 2001 salutatorian, Jennifer Lindley.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. We have reached a point in our lives where, okay, the future is at hand. What I meant to say was, we're standing at a crossroads. Okay, maybe not. There's nothing I can say here that hasn't been said a million times before by people in roads exactly like this, in places exactly like this. It's one of those occasions where everyone will listen politely and clap, but no one will listen to a word I say. What can I possibly say to a group of my peers on what is possibly one of the most important days of our lives? What can I possibly say that won't be forgotten after a day or so? Only that, tried as it may seem, these are the best years of our lives. We've spent the last 12 years in preparation for whatever it is to come next. And it is this coming transition from high school to college, from childhood to adulthood, that will be one of the greatest periods in our lives. This time will be difficult and uncertain. We have the potential to be anything, but only enough education to earn minimum wage. We will have some hard choices to make, and there will be many monumental changes in our lives. But this time will also be fun. We'll have freedom to go along with our newfound responsibilities. The world is before us, and we have the opportunity to do anything we want. Any goal or dream can be achieved with only determination and hard work. No doors are closed to us that cannot be opened. We're changing at an unhindered pace. Just as our society has progressed to a point where the world today doesn't even remotely resemble life 50 years ago, so we have changed and will continue to change over the course of our lives. The choices we make in the coming years will change us from the students we are today into adults with jobs, families, and responsible places in society. And as we cross this stage tonight, as we complete this final chapter of our youth and step into our futures, I want you, my fellow graduates, to always remember that you're capable of anything and nothing is out of your reach. As the famous writer Edward Young once said, or was it Kid Craddock, the host of Kid Craddock and the Morning Gang on 106.1 Kiss FM? Too low they build, who build beneath the stars. I leave you now with my love, my respect, hope for your futures, and most of all, have fun.
Hello. Today I have the pleasure of introducing a fabulous student, leader, and person. She's compassionate, dependable, and intelligent. Over the past 4 years, she's been involved in many student organizations such as Choir, French Club, and the Future Business Leaders of America, and National Honor Society. For 3 years, she was our class vice president, and this year was the student council president. She has always been diligent and dedicated to her studies. She's managed to hold a 4.0 grade point average since her freshman year. She has traveled through the most rigorous and time-consuming honor courses Bowie has to offer. She plans to attend Texas A&M University this coming fall. Through the work of her endless studying, she has remained the top 1% of our graduating class. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you James Bowie High School's class of 2001 valedictorian, Diana Tran.
The moment has come. We are in light of our 12-year journey, ready to open new doors and close other ones to memory. Many of you are going to embark into journeys of discovery, love, happiness, and even fame. We are one of the most inspired and active classes ever to graduate. I could give you a speech to inspire you to make a difference, but many of you have already done that, and many more are bound for success. Actually, there are some people here today that have inspired me to leave my handprint on this world. So instead, I will speak on you what I do know, what you need to step out of the box and enter the new world to achieve inner peace, life fulfillment, and success. High school life is the mirror of the bigger world, and I have seen the many things involved in being spiritually successful. So I present you 10 lessons that can be applied in any environment. Lesson number 1, be honest. Integrity is the only thing that no one can take from you. It is an honor and a grace that is inside of you, and never dictated by what you wear, your race, or your status. Honesty does not only mean conveying the truth to others, but also telling yourself the truth. Avoid sugarcoating your weaknesses, and instead strengthen them. Honesty reveals inner strength, the ability to face the world with realistic eyes. By being true to myself, I trust myself, and therefore I'm empowered to go toward my dreams. Lesson number 2, take responsibility for your own actions. You have probably heard this line several times throughout high school, but after today, it takes on a whole new meaning. The only person responsible for you is you. Lesson number 3, you are what you do. You are truly inspired when you bring your thoughts into actions. You are truly dedicated to something when that something is your highest priority. You truly care when you take action to express your concern, whether it is standing up to let an old lady sit or lobbying for drug awareness. Your actions represent who you are and what you stand for. Lesson number 4, follow your passion. This means looking into the scariest place, yourself, to find out what makes you tick. Some of you will love teaching, and some of you will like giving advice, and some of you like the technicality of computers, and some like fashion. A passion for what you do will make you wake up every morning happy. Never allow money, fame, prestige, or other people dictate what you will do in life, because it only prolongs your journey to your real dreams. Lesson number 5, be brave enough to ask for help. You never have to venture through anything alone. If anything, Bowie has proven that with over 200 faculty members who wake up every morning to guide 3,000 hormonally challenged teenagers. Take a look around you. We have all supported and befriended each other during our rough times.
Remember that you are never, ever alone. Lesson number 6, inspire and guide others. Do unto others what is done unto you. People have crossed paths to enter your life and help make you the success you are. Help the world ensure that the future is in better hands. Leave a lighted handprint on the souls that you will pass by. Lesson number 7, work hard for what you desire. Anything easily attained is easily lost. The want and passion is easily achieved. The dream, however, is reached through hard work. Your best is giving all of yourself, and your worst means you did not accomplish anything but emptiness. And lesson number 8, always express your love and gratitude because it might be your last chance. This is the item I frequently forget the most. To my dad, whose open mind shows me an open world, and my mom, who provides passion, confidence, and sarcasm, I could not thank you enough. I love my brother for his humor and relaxed lifestyle, and the sweetness in my sister. Thank the people who prove influential, like the Miss McCrarys and Miss Goolsby in your life. Love every day because you don't know what you have until you lose it. Lesson number 9, forgive. You cannot move on without forgiving others or yourself. Reflect on the wrongs and do the right. Forgiveness is having the strength to release your resentment and anger and enjoy life. And that brings me to lesson number 10. Breathe and enjoy life. Cherish your memories. Enjoy those peaceful moments where everyone you love is okay for 1 second in time, where you have a place called home, and where the world freezes just for you to see the sunrise. I hope you take these 10 things with you to help guide you. I'm not going to wish you luck because luck has nothing to do with success. And I won't wish you the best because there's always more after the best. So instead, I wish you to hope to see your dreams, the faith that you will go beyond the clouds and into the stars, and the love that someone will always be there for you.
Good evening. Tonight it is both my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the people who've made it possible for all of us to be here tonight. Our counselors have worked tirelessly through the last 4 years to ensure that each and every one of us would make it to graduation. If you would please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Mrs. Carolyn Heath. Mrs. Alma Perez. Mrs. Karen Holder. Mrs. Lori Leverton. Mrs. Marilyn McDonald. And Mr. Earl Whiteside. Please join me in thanking them for their years of hard work and dedication. Thank you.
Tonight, I am here to introduce 8 of the most important and influential people we have encountered in our 4 years at Bowie. When we complain about having to arrive at school by 7:35 and not getting to leave until 2:45, we do not realize how long these people are here. They arrive before us and leave a long time after we do. This year I had last period off every day, and I'd be walking out after one of my many lunch meetings, and I would see our assistant principals and even our principal picking up the trash that is left after lunch. We have all been in class and heard someone come in saying that Mr. Edwards gave them a lockout slip, Mr. Perry made them take their hat off, or Mrs. Wilbeth made them put on their ugly sweater because they were wearing spaghetti straps. Not because they like to, but discipline is a part of life. Just one more piece to our puzzle of education. Also, they find time away from school to spend time with their families. For example, Mrs. Knox, who I would see at Blockbuster every Friday night with her husband and 2 sons, while also in a rush to get to a soccer or baseball game. However, it doesn't matter which they are, they're respected for the difficult job they do. That is why I'm here tonight to introduce our assistant principals and our principal. If you would please stand when I say your name. Mrs. Sonia Cardenas Aguinaga. Mr. Rick Edwards. Mrs. Sandra Knox. Mr. Sherman Perry. Mrs. Stephanie Viteri, Mr. Arvis Vonner, and Mrs. Michelle Wilmoth. This next man came to our school at a very difficult time, right in the middle of a school year, and was only supposed to stay till the end of that year. However, I guess he liked us because he stayed for a year and a half. His experience and respect from all, along with his willingness to personally meet and get to know students, has made him effective in our role as principal. Mr. Davy Jones.
Thank you, Todd. President Glaspie, members of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Byrne, parents, honored guests, and guests watching out in TV land. I wish to welcome you to the James Bowie High School graduation ceremony for the senior class of 2001. I'd like to also thank the teachers, the counselors, and administrators for the outstanding job that they've done at the school and will continue to do after I'm gone. I'd also like to ask that you thank your sponsors who have done an outstanding job, Ms. McQuarrie and Ms. Monk. Would they please stand? Thinking back, I had an English teacher many years ago that as she would call out the grades each 6 weeks, has already been mentioned by someone this evening, she would say sometimes to some of the students, "You passed by the grace of God and Ms. Heaton." And tonight, I stand before you by the grace of God, Dr. Mack Byrne, and the Board of Trustees for the AISD. And I appreciate the opportunity that they've given me to be the principal at James Bowie High School for the past year and a half. It has been most rewarding to see a lot of young people, some whom I had known previously at Workman, some of you I did not know who attended Owsley and Barnett. But remember when you started Bowie 4 years ago, and this is the first class to come all 4 years through high school, that you were 12, 13, moving on up to 15, and you were kind of shy, immature. But now then look at the tremendous strides you've made in four short years. Mature, intelligent, very talented young people. I've seen you perform in many, many ways, not only in the classroom, on the football field, academically, in the performing arts, an outstanding group of graduates from James Bowie High School. At the awards banquet, you received almost $2 million worth of scholarships. At this time, with those students who did receive scholarships or have received scholarships, would you please stand? Yes, I'm tremendously proud of each one of you for all of your accomplishments, for everything that you've done for James Bowie, and as your valedictorian, salutatorian have alluded to, the future that you have in front of you. 39 years ago, 363 days, I sat where you graduates now sit. 7 years ago, I sat where your parents are sitting as our youngest child graduated right here in this very room. And I know the pride that you have in your hearts and the other family members as you watch your child graduate from James Bowie High School. It is indeed an accomplishment. Time passes very rapidly. Whether we're young or whether we're old, time moves on. So I would like for you to consider something that's been written about time. Imagine there is a bank that credits your account each morning with $86,400. It carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening deletes whatever part of the balance you fail to use during the day. What would you do? Draw out every cent, of course. Each of us has such a bank. Its name is time. Every morning it credits your account with 86,400 seconds. Every night it writes off as lost whatever of this you fail to invest to good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. Each day it opens a new account for you. Each night it burns the remains of the day. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours. There's no going back. There's no drawing against tomorrow. You must live in the present on the day's deposits. Invest it so as to get from it the utmost in health, happiness, and success. The clock is running. Make the most of today. To realize the value of 1 year, ask a person who has battled cancer. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask the lovers who are waiting to meet. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask the person who missed the bus or missed the plane or the train. To realize the value of 1 second, ask the person who just avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who received a silver medal in the Olympics. Treasure every moment that you have, and treasure it more because you shared it with someone special enough to spend your time. And remember that time waits for no one. Yesterday is history, tomorrow mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Yes, time is truly important. As you graduate and move forward in your aspirations and goals in life, I would like for you to remember the 2 quotes. One I gave at the athletic football banquet earlier this year, and several asked for that to be repeated or asked for copies of it. It's a quote that you have begun to see on television with a commercial recently, but it's one that I carry in my wallet along with several other quotes that mean a lot to me. It's from Teddy Roosevelt in 1903. It is not the critic who counts, or how the strong man stumbled and fell, or whether the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotion, and who spends himself in a worthy cause. And if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that he'll never be with those cold and timid souls who never knew either victory or defeat. And the motto that you've seen for 4 years at James Bowie High School, as you move forward, let patriotism, dedication, honor, and dignity lead in all that you do. James Bowie, 1836. Unfortunately, this evening, 3 members of this graduating class have passed away during the past 2 years. Francisco Negretti, Chris Paris, and Terrence Williams. We would like to honor the memory of these 3 members of your class by presenting their families with a diploma from James Bowie High School. 2 of the families are present with us this evening, and at this time I would like to ask the Negretti family, Mr. and Ms. Negretti, to come receive this diploma. Chris Williams, the brother of Terrence Williams, come forward and receive this diploma. Will the class of 2001 please rise? Superintendent Byrne, President Glaspie, and members of the Board of Trustees of the Arlington Independent School District, I present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Arlington Independent School District and the Texas Education Agency. May I present to you the graduate of James Bowie High School, the class of 2001. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the left to the right, and please be seated. Okay. Please be seated. As the graduates are presenting their diplomas, I would like to remind the families and friends gathered for this solemn ceremony that we are here to honor each student's personal achievement and the promise of their future. Therefore, out of respect for this special moment and in keeping with the dignity and respect of this honored tradition, we request that appropriate applause be the only demonstration of celebration. A more enthusiastic celebration is appropriate later. As your son and our daughter's name is called to come forward to receive the diploma, I invite the family to stand in support of your graduate and be recognized by the assembly for your contribution. This will enable you to better view also during this moment of presentation. At this time, will the graduates please prepare to receive their diploma.
Robert Wesley Abraham. Amber Michelle Adamson. Emmanuel R. Oglis. Persant Akunde, cum laude. Aaron Michael Allen. Amber Renee Lynette Allen. Elizabeth Marie Altanji. Ashley Nicole Alvarez. Courtney Shanae Anderson. Michael Brandon Anderson, cum laude. Wilfred Antoine Anderson. Richard Lee Andes, Jr. Roden LaLarca Andrada. Xavier Colette Andrews, magna cum laude. Chica Stephanie Anozi. Philip Sean Anthony. Courtney Ray Armstrong. Savannah Lee Armstrong. Kayla Brooke Atkinson, cum laude. Crystal Elizabeth Avila, magna cum laude. Rebecca Renee Ayala, magna cum laude. Juliet Olabakula Ayodele, cum laude. Leslie Joanne Baker, magna cum laude. Angela Kayleen Barton. Yolanda Nicole Battle. Narissa Ann Beasley. Samir Tariq Badair, cum laude. Choya Cerise Bellamy, cum laude. Kevin Ray Bentley, cum laude. Deetra Nicole Benton. Crystal Denise Burgeon. Angela Marie Bickham. Cedric Lavon Billups, Jr. Albert Ives Bimper, Jr. Amber Michelle Black. Courtney Lane Bowden. Chad Earl Bowe. Stacy Jan Bond. Leslie Renee Bonner, cum laude. Jennifer Renee Bonnet. Ajawa Konedu Bonnie Graves. Patricia Nicole Bowling, magna cum laude. Daniel Joseph Brewer, cum laude. Emily Michelle Brewer. Brent Cornell Briggs, Jr. Jennifer Diane Brofer. Christina K. Brown, magna cum laude. Robert B. Brown. Steve Lavelle Brown. Anthony Jean Bruno, cum laude. Tamika Chantrell Bryant. Kurt Joshua Bucher. Tram Bowie. Candace Wendette Berger. Christopher Ryan Butler. Joshua Franklin Cabanis. Brian Corey Caldwell. Frances Alexandra Caldwell. Brandon Michael Campbell. Jeffrey Todd Cantrell. Laura Michelle Cardell. Rachel Benet Carmona. Nathan George Carsey, magna cum laude. Christopher Travis Casey. Michael Edward Causey. Crystal Lizette Moreno Cavazos. Eric James Cervantes. Brett Allen Champion. Mary Chow. Carrie Malloy Chesney, cum laude. Amber Dawn Childers. Candace Melissa Chiselbrook. Ethan Norman Chitty. Rachel Lynn Christian. Lisa Denise Christian, magna cum laude. Megan Charisse Christie, cum laude. Kim Kenny Tang Chong. Hector Xavier Centron. Christopher Glenn Clack, cum laude. Lindsay Brooke Clark, magna cum laude. Shay Patrick Close. Carrie Lynetta Cloud.
Quinetha Leger Cobb. Tyrone Deshawn Coleman. Christopher Adam Compton. La Barbara Roche Conway. James Douglas Cottle. Lindsay Devon Krim. Latoya Sharan Carmody. Sean Allen Crosby. William Cruz. Christina Lee Cupid. Lindsay Sidney Curry. Jennifer K. Cutchell. Mary Catherine Tchaikovsky. Hui Dang, magna cum laude. Crystal Ann DeAngelo. Christopher William Daniel cum laude. Donnie Albert Daniels II. Ginger Nicole Davis. Jackie Jolie Davis. Kenneth Dwayne Davis. King Samson Davis III. Monique Elaine Davis. Thomas B. Deek. Christopher David Deniston. Adam Edward Duvall Jr. Jose Moises Diaz. Gloria Lynn Dickens. Carrie Ann Dixon. Dat Wee Doe. Dep Fong Tai Do, cum laude. Ha Nu Do. Linda Twee Dong, cum laude. Mary E. Dorman. Tara Ann Dowling. Kevin Davis Doobie. Lindsay M. Dudek. Jesse Allen Dunn. Michelle Renee Dunn. Teresa Dong, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lauren Dial, cum laude. Stacy Ann Egan. Stephen Des Moines Ebo. Lawrence Tevis Edmondson Angle. William Charles Edwards Jr. Ike Ipanosa Igwe. Courtney K. Erghart, cum laude. Nadia Ines Elamine. Jeremy Dion Esther. Cynthia Miranda Farahani, magna cum laude. Eric Isaiah Farfan. Sahar Fatima. Jessica Jade Fazio, magna cum laude. Katie Diane Featherston, cum laude. Mary Ann Ortega Feliciano, magna cum laude. Ronelle Nicolette Felix. Jennifer Lynn Fell. Winston Julian Felton. Miana Essie Fiagomi. Emily Ann Fields. James Thomas Flannery. Crystal Cherie Flores. Ola O. Falarin. Shanae Cherise Franklin. Catherine Annette Freeman, magna cum laude. Edward Lavelle Fuller. Hank Gadois. Christina Marie Gaither, cum laude. Candace Gale. Claire Sunshine Gales Arnold. Monica Galindo. Ashley Nicole Garcia. Melanie Denise Garza. Angela Raquel Gormley. Brandon Dwayne Gillespie. Marisa Gines. Jesus H. Gomez Jr. Ezequiel Gonzalez II. Leobardo Gonzalez Jr. Erica Ryan Goodman, magna cum laude. Joshua Allen Grant. Clement Deshawn Grant. Michael A. Gotti. Eric Lloyd Gray, magna cum laude. Kia Gabrielle Gray. Cecily Denise Gray. Sherilyn Monique Green. Kelly Rebecca Green. Robert James Green. Shannon M. Greer, cum laude. Amanda Renee Griffin, cum laude. Stephen Patrick Griffin. Terry E. Griffith. Tony O. Griffith, magna cum laude. Kimberly Janine Gross, magna cum laude. Veronica Annette Guerra. Paul Jacob Guerrero. Gabriel Gutierrez. Matthew Michael Guzman.
Solomon K. Hakeem. Sean Adam Hamill. Bruce G. Hardy. Gwendolyn Aaron Harper, cum laude. Anna Rebecca Harris. Damian Michelle Harris. Marcus W. Harris. Jonathan Alexander Heaps. Nicholas John Heiser. Holly Nicole Henderson, cum laude. Kelly Michelle Henderson. Eric Thomas Hendrickson, magna cum laude. Caleb Colby Henry, cum laude. Gary David Henson. Javier Raimundo Hernandez, cum laude. Jennifer Renee Hernandez. Sergio Hernandez. Stephanie Marie Hernandez. Rachel Nicole Hickman. Anthony Ray Hightower. Alicia Marie Hills, magna cum laude. Kevin John Hensey, magna cum laude. Kathy Na Ho, cum laude. Travis Ho. Nan T. Wang. Curtis Deshawn Holbert. Justin Gaitan Holden, magna cum laude. Daryl Keith Holder. Crystal Corrine Hollifield, cum laude. Dana Lawrence Hollinshead. Alex Holsapple, magna cum laude. Deandra Nicole Houston. Deidre Michelle Hubbard. Matthew David Hudson, cum laude. Roderick Lawrence Hurst. Saima Hussein. Shanika Hutchins. Mary T. Huynh. Vu Nguyen Huynh. Rebecca Lynn Iroli, cum laude. Chandrea Nagazi Ibu. Evelyn Antoinette Agadosa. Christina Michelle Jacinto. Stephanie Nicole Jackson. Stephen Mark Jackson. Ryan Joseph Jacobs. Jason Christopher Jacobs. Brandon Scott James. David Scott Jarvis. Robert D. John. Brandon Keith Johnson. Carrie Jennifer Johnson, cum laude. Dana Lynn Johnson, magna cum laude. Ebony LaShawn Johnson. Heather Nicole Johnson, cum laude. Candace Eugenia Johnson. Lanita Cheryl Johnson. Nashira Nicole Johnson. Togar Garmony Johnson. Brittany Chanel Jones, cum laude. Crystal Jones. Stephen Andrew Carter Jordan. Michael Franciszek Kaminsky. Alan. Matthew Allen Kelsey, magna cum laude. Ashley Aaron Kennedy. Brent Lee Kershaw, magna cum laude. Aisha Khan. Kathleen Nicole Kilday, magna cum laude. Lakeisha Cherie Kilgore. Clyde Stanley King. Katie Ann King. Lisa Gail Kinney. Nastasia Dumone Kinney. Denise Nicole Kitchen, cum laude. Tawny Alyssa Kofler. Samuel Conditi Jr. Matthew Gabriel Kreiner. Shannon K. Lang. Crystal Lee Lauderdale. Jessica Cherie Lahan. Erica Lara.
Cameron Hugh Lee. Patricia Joanna LeBlanc. Elizabeth Jane Ledbetter. Sean Roderick Lee, cum laude. Heather Diane Lewis. Jason Kenneth Lindsay. Nicholas Patrick Lindsay. Charisse Chantrell Lister. Angela Marie Little, magna cum laude. Anthony Louis John Lombardo. Samuel Dario Lopez. David Anthony Lovato. Misty Nicole Lucas. Kim T. Long, magna cum laude. 2, Mindy Lee, magna cum laude. Tony Lee. Trang Jan Lee. Melissa Kathleen Lynch. Shernay Mackey. Michael Maddox Jr. Vanessa Isabel Maduro. Ashley Nicole Malone. Nicholas Paul Marino. Angela Marie Martinez. Jose Thomas Mendoza. Joanna Martinez. Brandon Matthews. DeAndre Wayne May, magna cum laude. Sean McAnallen. Danielle Michelle McLean. Nikki Luyata McLean. Amy Lynn McHugh. Kelly Megan McElreath, cum laude. Jernell Dimension McFarland. Keisha Mary Yvette McGuire, cum laude. Heather Joe McCann. Sasha N. McMillan, cum laude. Heather Lee McNully. Brittany Nicole McQueen. Kara Lois Metter, magna cum laude. Adrian Francis Miller. Todd Vincent Miller, magna cum laude. Jared Franklin Moore. Michael Christopher Moore. Amber Deshay Morris. Nicholas Isaiah Morris. Sonia Movasagi. George John Cornelius Murphy II. Mahir N. Nachawati. Richard Joseph Nagler. Otarius Ledward Napoleon. Yolanda Lynn Neff. Chrissy Faye Nelson. Detau T. No. Angel Wynn, cum laude. Anna Wynn. Wee T. Nguyen. Win Kim Nguyen, magna cum laude. Hua Bao Nguyen. Michelle Nguyen, magna cum laude. Nam Nguyen. Peter Bao Nguyen. Sun Tun Nguyen. Than Fong Nok Nguyen, magna cum laude. Tin Din Min Nguyen. 2, Julie Nguyen, magna cum laude. Tina Tao Nguyen, magna cum laude. Kim Nusha Niaki. Alicia Nell Neswadami. Natalie Rose Neswadami. Anastasia S. Natinza. Anita S. Nyman, cum laude. Jackson Manati Nemwaya. Shanerica Nicole Odom. Daniel Mark Ogle, cum laude. Rosemary Balanle Ojo, cum laude.
Kelly Renee Olivo.
Daniel Jerome Olson, cum laude. Efwa Abwadjwa Opoku. Tisha Yvonne Orozco.
Kelly Ann Owen, cum laude. Tara Lynn Owens. Veronique Ternay Owens. Michael Stephen Page. Nicholas James Page. Nicholas Daniel Pahanish. Tiffany Leanne Page, cum laude. Emily Danielle Parker. Jennifer Lee Parent. Chetan Aswin Patel. Adam Edward Payrot, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Peoples. Neil Anthony Perez. Stephanie Renee Perez. Lindsay Nicole Perry. Kimberly Nadia Persad Maharaj. Tanner Joseph Peters. Kim Hong Pham. Anitra Renee Phillips. Carrie Lane Phillips. Jonathan Gabriel Phillips. Candence Ella Ferry. Lawrence Michael Pipkin. Tamia Paulette Plummer. Shannon Denise Porter, cum laude. You're okay. Eric Christopher Potter. Elizabeth Badeau Primpa. Ramon Leonard Pryor. Rachel K. Quinzaberry. Wendell Gerard Quinn. Eliaba Queiroz. Diana Jeanette Radowitz. Cedric Gerard Ray. Michael Aaron Reyes. Adam Thomas Reynolds, cum laude. Anthony DeMarcus Reynolds. Amber Nicole Ringo. Oliver Ton Rittam. Neely Renee Robinson. Michelle Renee Robertson, cum laude. Kina Lane Rodarte. Christopher Jason Rogers. Kenny Lee Rodriguez. Jennifer Nicole Retzel, magna cum laude. Carolyn Renee Roeder. Salina Samantha Rosales. Shannon Michelle Rose. Tiffany Rochelle Rosser. Tracy Michelle Russell. Zachary Salo. Mario Scott Santoyo. George Gilbert Sauceda. Donald James Smith. Ryan Lee Smith. Joseph Joshua Keith Scoggins. Saeed Shamik. Dennis Eugene Scheffler. Candace Renee Shingles. Ryan Adams Simons. Ashley Nicole Simmons. Jason Aaron Simmons. Laura Elizabeth Sims. Brandon James Singleton. Brandon Blake Smith. Daryl Lee Smith Jr. Jennifer Aaron Smith. Wesley Smith.
Stacy Deanne Snyder. Nancy Soto. Chessie Colleen Spencer. Tyler Justin Stevenson. Charlize Nicole Stokes. Nick Stokes. Tyler Ryan Stokesberry. Derek Abe Stuckey. Megan Diane Stutzman. David Anthony Sullivan Jr. Hina Sumdani. Crystal Lynn Sumner. Antonian Antoine Sweet. Leonard Sidnor. Nicole Renee Tackett, cum laude. Shane Alexander Taplin. Shima Latari Tate. Valencia Danielle Tatum. Cedric Lewis Taylor. Clarissa Marie Tedford. Rachel Marie Tegas, magna cum laude. Justin Mathis Tettleton. Heather Ann Theriot. Jessica Ray Thomas. Lakeisha LaJuan Tompkins. Amber Lynn Thompson. Torrin Nathaniel Thompson. Kenosha S. Thornton. Thomas David Thornton II. Amanda Beth Tibbs. Congratulations. Omar Bradley Ting, magna cum laude. Amanda Michelle Torres. Lacey Diane Toops. Con May Tran, cum laude. Tyo Tan Tran. Stephanie Renee Travioli, magna cum laude. David Lee Trien. John H. Triplett III. Sarah Carol Touchier, cum laude. Stephen Lynn Toon. Fanta Denise Tyler. Preston Ryan Underwood. Ryan Vahetari. Kristen Marie Valdez. Matthew Fred Valdez. Charles Vasher. Adolph Vega. Melinda Amy Vidal. Lan Ta Vo. Yen Hong Vo, cum laude. Blake Christopher Wade, cum laude. Johnny Ray Walker. Lee Bennett Walker. Shannon Ward. Jacqueline Michelle Wagner, cum laude. Kiera Yvette Warren. Michael Washington. Andre Alexander Wells. Modesty Denise Wells. Anita Cherise West. Thomas Breckenridge Whaley. Jonathan Dwayne Whitaker. Andre D. White. Aaron Christopher Weiss. William Sherman Wilcox III. Christopher John Wilkinson. Donetta Lynette Williams. Maxie Williams. Monique Aaron Williams, cum laude. Krishetta Donique Willis. Clifford Craig Wilson, Jr. Gregory Ronald Wilson. Kaylee Rose Workman. Timothy C. Wyckoff. Destiny Michelle Young. Christina Zavala.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure in introducing to you the top 12 students of James Bowie High School senior class of 2001. They have truly crossed the line for their school. Number 12, Brittany Lee Schaefer, summa cum laude. Number 11, Long Trong Ma, summa cum laude. Number 10, Charlotte Ann Zielinski, summa cum laude. Number 9, Jennifer Lynn Spurlock, summa cum laude. Number 8, Paulina Halaranda Castillo, summa cum laude. Number 7, Rashad Maharaj, summa cum laude. Number 6, Sarah Joanne Pruka, summa cum laude. Number 5, Hannah Dong Hua, summa cum laude. Number 4, Min Thang Huang Dang, summa cum laude. Number 3, Lan Doc Dang, summa cum laude. And your salutatorian, Jennifer Louise Lindley, summa cum laude. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Number 1 in the class, our valedictorian, Diana Hong Tran, summa cum laude.
It is true. This is not only an ending, but a beginning as well. And on that note, I would like to thank all of you for allowing me to stand before you today on this momentous occasion. Seniors, ever since we first walked into James Bowie High School, we have been making our footprints everywhere we go. All of the school faculty, lowerclassmen, and parents know about the Millennium Class, our Millennium Class. We have implanted into the minds of everyone else who has seen us that we are a very respectable, intelligent, and caring group of students. Adults do not fear the future of their businesses being run by lawless teenagers of today because they have faith in us, trust us, and know what we are capable of. This strength and determination in all of us has come from the newly carpeted and tiled halls and rooms that we are now leaving behind. Never mind the petty ID rules and the stalemates when we try to leave for lunch. We have been nurtured and challenged by many great mentors so that we may accomplish the most of our abilities and have the courage to continue to push ourselves to new and unknown places. James Bowie High School has provided all of this for us, and it is now time for us to give something in return so that no one will ever forget the unforgettable class of 2001. Mr. Jones, if you will please join me as I present our senior gift. On behalf of the senior class, please accept a volunteer flag which is intended to hang on the flagpole beneath the American flag so that everyone can see the living legacy into which they are entering. Seniors, we do not sing of blue, orange, and white anymore. We are blue, orange, and white forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for coming here today to see and embody what the Arlington Independent School District had envisioned when they first made our motto, quality in action. We have all worked our hardest to be here today, and we have to realize life does not stop at this moment, it begins. So on a personal note, I am taking my last few seconds to address the class of 2001 when I say this is the time to make your life count. When you leave here today, take with you the lessons you have learned and the pride that you have at this very moment to help you surmount every obstacle that you may encounter. We are the class of 2001. To conclude this ceremony, would you please stand and join us in the last singing of our alma mater, led by the officers. Parents and friends, please take your seats after the alma mater until the graduates have recessed.
announcement. If our parents could go out the main entrance, we would appreciate it. Thank you.